Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Lost Galaxies. It is so good to be back. Oh, for the last 2 weeks, I got to be in the player's chair. It was awesome, and also sort of self promotion. Uh, on the 15th, our first episode of We Who Were Forgotten will be airing with our amazing DM, Voren, who is playing Talik in this campaign, is stretching his wings and stretching his legs in the DM chair. So go check it out when that comes out. Anywho, back to Lost Galaxies. It's my show, motherfuckers. So first off, after being sent on a mission to a testing station to retrieve an old information cube, the group used their newly acquired hovercraft, traded skillfully by Celtice to cover the area between the city to the testing station. Had a few bumps, but everyone made it safely. Mostly. As they combed through the testing station, they came upon some scorpions, which they dealt with. Then a mercenary camp. One got away. One was interrogated as they were alive. And then they were interrogated again when they were puppeted like a marionette on strings by Talik. As they continued, they then fought some cultists of the sand that teleported around and smacked the hell out of all of them, and were about to do a big whoop ceremonial ring chant around the Chad, but luckily they were saved by Saltice. And then after dispatching them, they came to realize that the giant scorpion that was kind of hanging out in the back meant no harm. It was actually a prisoner and had a mark on its carapace they found that was a mark of the group that had invaded the racetrack. So, not very long ago, but long ago. They removed it, got it away, found some loot, made a truce with the Guardian, found the cube, which Saltice took a crack at opening up, and they only got a little bit of information from. And then they all went to sleep, bedded down with the ever-watching eye of the large scorpion hovering over them, keeping them protected. As they all awaken after having their long rest. And before we get into that, let me introduce all the players. We have the lovely Tifcre playing Tessa. We have the bodacious badonkadonk of a man, Voren playing Talik. We have the lovely Echo playing the Chad, the ladies' man. Well, the everything man. It's like anything that moves, they'll go for it. We have the illustrious Moriar piloting the mech known as Saltice. And we have the rambunctious, very energetic Darion playing the lovely maroon raccoon. So, back to the game. What are y'all doing when you wake up? Yes, the Chad.
On waking up or crawling out from underneath our giant guardian scorpion blankie. Couple interesting dreams over the night. Some new things came to the Chad. Just got a feeling to try something out. So while everyone's possibly waking up, maybe just being real cozy under the, nice big old blue, I'm gonna reach into my backpack and pull out my quill and inkwell.
Mm.
Sit down, pull off my boots, go into my socks, and I'm going to draw in 2 separate runes, one into each sock they just came to me in the night. I think I know what they are for, but I don't know. So just going to engrave and rune my socks, make them fancy. So I'm going to be sitting and doing that for a couple minutes while I'm waking up.
Okay, sounds good. Anyone else doing anything as everyone's waking up? Talak? And then we'll do Tessa.
I need to. I'll wake up super happy at just about everything, but I'm actually going to take 100 of my gold, and I need to go into my little house for reasons, and then I'll probably see Chad sitting there and be like, "I didn't know you could write," and just proceed to go in my house for a second.
Sounds good. Tessa, you had your hand next.
More than likely, I'm waking up just like everybody else, like clockwork. But I'm looking for my lantern and Kai, wherever the mischief maker may be, and everything like that. One, to assess if Kai is okay, but also I would like to talk to Discordia.
Okay, so are you gonna use your are you gonna just pray or are you gonna use a spell? Okay. So go ahead and roll a religion check for me.
8. Gonna be one of
Okay.
those.
What exactly is your prayer? I probably should have asked that first, but
Is the scorpion going to be all right?
you don't get an answer from a verbal cue. It is more just a feeling. And that feeling is, for the most part, probably, now that it has the sigil taken off. But this is still the kind of the wild. You don't know what's going to come in here. You don't know if it's going to stay here and go off on its own thing. So it's a probably.
So, Discordia, if I happen to want to go talk to the scorpion again, just to do a little, check-in and stuff like that, the chances of like a combat encounter are
No response.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll trust my gut on it. I'll trust my gut on it.
At that moment, you hear a little wings flapping down, and you see Kai soaring in from the top branch of the massive tree and swoops down, finds you, and lands on your shoulder. Hey, boss.
Hi, Kai. Did you sleep enough? Are you okay?
Sleep? Sure, some. Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, I was like a 3, but I'm feeling better now.
That's I'll take it. You might be taking
Uh,
some time off after what happened. So you take a little break, okay, buddy?
okay. And he just blinks, and you see where he was, a little twinkling of small constellations, as if it's like a mini cosmos where he was, and then it blinks out of existence. And you have a pretty good idea. He kind of basically reabsorbed himself into you, and when you need him, he's at your beck and call. He's just resting.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Did anyone else? Maroon? Next. What are you doing?
Maru is going to wake up. She's going to look around. She's going to stretch. She's going to take a look at every companion of hers to assess slightly the situation, however it is. Notice that she's rested. Her tail seems to be healing good, and she's going to start kind of making a pile or gathering whatever leftover branches or flowers or things of tracks around the tree
Mm.
that were left from the day before. She's going to like scooch everything together in a little pile.
Mhm.
And she's going to try and bury them all.
Mhm.
Just so it seems like there was just a tree here.
Mhm.
Or something had just cleaned it up. And I would like to see if I could find any sort of tracks from the one that escaped us. And I would like to use eye for detail
Okay,
to
go ahead.
investigate it.
What is specifically what does that do?
Eye for detail is a feature that I have to, and I can use investigation to uncover or decipher clues.
Okay. Does it give you any type of plus or minus or plus? Does it give you advantage on investigation or what does it?
It doesn't really say,
Okay.
but I am
Um.
proficient on it, so
Okay. So go ahead and roll me an investigation check to see if you can find any tracks or anything.
um, 7.
I'll say looking around, even as diligently as you are, it doesn't really seem that there are any tracks. You just see the leftover carnage of the day before from the battle.
Yeah.
Uh, I will say that you do notice that where the cultist had been taken down, the sand is slightly different color. It's a bit more red than the rest of the sand in this area.
Mm-hmm. In every spot?
And every spot where one of them was taken down, the sand is slightly more red than the rest of the
Oh.
sand.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Mhm.
Seeing that she's not gonna mess with those spots,
Mhm.
and she's going to approach Tessa
Mhm.
and wait for Tessa to finish her prayer and the
Mhm.
interaction with Kai, and like stand there waiting, watching the little with the deity happening. And once she's done and she notices that she's back to herself and she's going to see, um, ma'am, Tessa, right? I remember you are like you have certain affinity with nature and plants and earthy things. Can you take a look at this? And she's going to take her to the spot and show the red sand and say, I was doing like a cleaning here and can you notice the sand here doesn't seem the same? And I'm not sure if this is like dry blood or whatever, but can you take a look?
Um, sure, no problem. I would also like to know what everyone perceives me talking with Discordia. 100% my lantern's either in my lap or somewhere nearby just so Kai doesn't swipe it, but 100% I'm full hand motions, talking conversation, so I'm sure that was a wonderful experience to behold. It's fine. You don't talk to your own inanimate objects. This is normal. That's all I know. But do should I do a insight check or perception check?
It would be for this particular thing, since you are more in tune with nature, you can either
Okay.
do an arcana or a nature check?
We can do nature.
Go ahead and roll nature.
I got a 3.
With that, while looking over the spot in the sand, you're noticing that it is slightly more red than the rest of the sand. There is definitely something off-putting about it. It's not necessarily the same as if someone, had gotten sliced and blood came out and mixed with the sand. This is something completely different. You're not sure what, but it's not the same. It's off. And you're just, the little voice in the back of your head is just saying, don't. Mhm.
I'm not exactly sure what it is, besides no. I hope that's helpful.
Can I burn it? Can I burn it?
In most cases, when you're approached with no situations, fire is the key to opening things. So no burn, no touch,
Um,
no burn.
okay, your call. I appreciate.
Sorry, I could not investigate further. I'm still just waking up. I am very tired. Very eepy.
So, Maroon, do you, after you go through that, you finish up bearing all the little scraps and things, you put it all in. At that moment, you hear a shifting of movement, and you see the large scorpion reach one of its legs and very gently just kind of give you a little tap. And from what you can glean, it's almost like a thank you. Like you showed it respect. You cleaned up its home and you kind of put the things that needed to be buried kind of to rest in a way, and it gently taps you. Mm.
The fur is going to be furrying and it's going to be like, "Ugh,
And it
okay."
takes its leg away and gently puts it back down and doesn't do anything else and then just leaves you alone.
We like it clean, and then she's going to sit and stay there watching.
Yes, Chad.
Just while all of this is happening between Maroon and Tessa and Scorpion, when when Talek came over, I want to open a little tiny sidebar for just that little moment while they
Okay.
were busy for just a
Mhm.
second. So when Talek comes over into the house and then pops back out,
Mhm.
you're like, "Hey,
Before we do
Talek."
that, hold on. Before we do that, Saltise, is there anything that you wanted to do before this starts? Is that a yes or a no?
Yeah, it's a yes.
Oh, okay.
Um, after watching Maroon and them clean up like the area, I'm going to
Mm.
go to the entryway out of the area,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to fish around in the cargo container for whatever is the largest body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna rip the shirt off and pull out my welding torch and start burning an image into the back of the body. I don't have any paper or ink, so I have what I have.
Go ahead and give me a performance check to see how well you.
I massacre that body.
It's not the best recreation of the image you're trying to do, but
It is
you get the gist.
knowledge. It is knowledge of the cube.
Okay, you get the gist of it.
Okay. And once it's laid out and even, I'm going to take the welding torch and cut a square so it's cut out and pull it off. Look at the body, put the body back in the thing, and go find Talek.
Gotcha. So you saw that Talik had ran into his house and is kind of gone. So we're gonna have the interaction between Talik and Chad,
I'm
and
okay
once
with it,
that is
yeah.
done, yeah, we'll pop back to you. Okay, so Chad.
Okay, so when Talik comes out, I want to start a little sidebar with Talik. Bro, come here, come here, closer.
I'm very lenient because the last time you said this, you punched me.
No, check it out. It's cool. And at this point, my boots are back on, but I'm gonna take my thumbs and slide them off a little and pull them back. And be like, bro, my socks glow. Look at it. Check it out. I don't know why. I just dreamed it, and I did it, and now they glow. I glow, bro. Glow. Just wanted to let you know, because you're my bro. Sharing with you, man. I glow for my bro.
You know, it might be too
I
early
can
for
walk
this, but
with
can
it.
you make your penis glow?
Oh, I think I can only do this once a day. Remind me. I'm gonna try that tomorrow. I got some piercing. I don't know. I think I gotta do it like on a thing. I got some piercings.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna try it again. I'll try it again later.
I'm
Come
just
back
gonna
to that.
I'm gonna walk away from the Chad's ADHD moment. I'm just gonna look at Saltise, who's staring at me with a weird non-facial expression.
Saltise, what did you want to talk to Talik about?
Okay, so I talked to the cube thingy, and it told me stuff, and I made you a map, and I handed the map to Gallic on the back of Flesh.
Can I read this?
From
Do I? Is there a roll that I have to make?
There is a "you are here" on it, though.
so on this like filleted piece of meat, you see a very crudely drawn map of a couple points on it, including a "you are here" where the main city is, and a couple little dots around. It's not to scale, but it gives you a general idea of where something might be.
I'd hold the little square of flesh and look at it and be like, take a bite out of the corner, just kind of gnaw on like a little piece of the skin. Where'd you get this? Not the skin, but the thing.
The cube, the thing we were supposed to collect. I wanted to know what it was, so I decided to take some data off of it.
Can I look at that? I'll hold my hand out and just.
I pull out the cube and give Gallic the cube that we were ordered to go collect.
Is there a way that I can look at this and see if I can gain any knowledge from it?
You
Like,
use
are
me
you
for
at-
it?
Are you asking Talik or are you asking me? Or Saltise or me?
Here's the question. Saltise, do you have a USB that I can plug this into? Can I use the computer inside of you and see if I can't pull something up?
Yes, but hold your breath.
We're gonna leave that door open, but don't close that on me.
Okay, and I'll lean down and fold open so they can get into the main computer
Alright.
area.
This is gonna be bad. Okay, what do
Okay.
You're getting assisted by me too.
Okay, so with that, fair enough. I will give advantage on this roll. I need you to roll performance check to see how well make it a performance and a sleight of hand. Sleight of hand to see how quick you are to kind of go through all of the like navigating through all the firewalls, basically, and then a performance to see how well you are at guessing the codes.
Do I get to use the advantage on sleight of hand because I already have advantage on that?
Oh yeah, you do.
Mm-hmm.
It would be on the performance.
performance?
So the advantage, yeah.
So sleight of hand normal, and then advantage on performance.
Well, if you already have advantage on the sleight of hand, that's
Okay.
just the thing your character has. So you would still get advantage on the other.
Oh, it's a
So
good
you-
thing I have advantage. Don't look at that. Okay, sleight of hand 12.
Okay, so with getting through the firewalls,
Okay, so performance check now with advantage.
yes.
19. I'll try it one more
19.
time. Yep, I'm staying with that 19. Don't look
Gotcha.
at that one. It was a 4.
So with the all right sleight of hand and then the pretty good performance check, you are finding your ways through the firewalls, entering the codes. A couple of them kind of fire back on you and you try to get back in. From what you glean, you get the coordinates that Saltise had given you, but in a very more specific location to relative to where the city is.
Okay. Is there something I can write down here, or I just know?
You'll remember, and I will send you the coordinates later.
Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm just gonna take like a on-screen screenshot of Mori's face, so that way Mori
Gotcha.
Saltise will also know. I'm gonna quickly hop out of there because it stinks.
Closes. Hey. So that is everyone waking up, doing their thing. Are y'all ready to start heading back through and getting to y'all's hovercraft to then go back to the city? Or is Tessa?
Since the scorpion is up and approaching us, me and Maroon, can I talk with the scorpion? I was gonna ask everybody permission first, but since they already kind of like worked their way over.
Mm-hmm. So, if you would like to, you're going to go ahead and cast Speak with Animals.
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to ask?
Thank you for looking over us as we rested. How are you feeling?
Better.
Were you able to heal up more that you've rested now, or is there still some heal time to it?
You see the scorpion kind of lift back and it expose more of its underbelly. And you see where the mark was is generally still pretty fresh, but there's like a slight film over it as if like the healing process has started, but it's not very far into it. And then it slowly pushes it back down so it's a little bit more hidden. And that's what it doesn't say anything else. It just shows that and then just kind of waits to see what you're doing.
Not to pry, but could we do more of the essentially the mushrooms and spores? Or I'm sorry, the flowers to help you heal up a little bit faster, or is this time will tell?
You see the scorpion, one of its legs kind of reaches out and taps the ground, and a small little seed sprouts. See a little leaf, and it's the same color as the rest of the flowers, but just a slight bit darker because it hasn't fully grown yet.
Mhm.
And then it turns to look at you. Time.
I'm sorry we couldn't do more.
Did enough.
Can I ask how this all happened to you?
People of sand invaded my home, took me, branded me, brought me here.
So where is home for you?
Hmm. I'll find it.
Are you safe here right now?
Dig.
How you were protecting the tree? Was it to protect you and the tree, or just yourself?
More protect and help grow.
Mm, very true. I could see that. That is a very unique tree. Have you seen it before?
A few.
A few. Mm. Do you remember anything about the sand people? Maybe anything that they could have brought up?
Something in the sand.
Still here or elsewhere?
Elsewhere.
Mm. How long have you been sitting here like this?
Not long.
Not long.
Year, maybe.
Year. Um, I know the sand people are very complex. Do you happen to remember how they subdued you to even get you here?
The thing in sand helped.
So it is more creature than humanoid.
Did not see, only saw sand.
Mm. I know you're healing. I don't want to press further. Do you need anything that we can offer? I'm gonna go back to my party. And again, you have mine, and I'm sure everyone's thanks. I hope you heal well. If I have any more questions, maybe my party has, can I come back and ask again? Not to overstay our welcome, of course, but just to make sure we have everything covered.
You get the sense it gives you a gentle nod, and
Mm.
then as you turn to walk away, you hear it say, "Tell furry one, I'm sorry, and
I'll
thank
nod.
you." And it sort of backs up into the hole that it kind of was in towards the end of the fight, and it uses its legs and kind of shovels sand until it's a little bit more hidden, and it only has like small little peephole for it to look out.
Sorry, I'm making a note real quick. I'll make my way back to the group and just give a soft nod, and I say I will. Maroon.
Maroon's walking towards the group, but also seeing Tessa. She's kind of curious, so she walks and she goes, "Yeah,
The scorpion said to tell you they were sorry, but also thank you. I have more information to tell
Well-
with the group. We can work that way.
okay. I do know you're good with creatures, so okay." And she's going to walk along and go towards Talik and Chad and Naughties.
I got to speak with the scorpion really quickly, and it was brought here. So the information and the intel that we got that it was brought here was still spot on. Even protecting itself, it was choosing to protect the tree as well. Partly instinct, knowing the plants here can help it, its nature and everything, but it was subdued by the sand people to be brought here. They didn't see what, but some sort of entity, a power, a part of the sand itself, not just the sand people, took it. It's been here for a year.
Talik, sorry.
So I mean, there's two options that we could do here if you want. One, we could just be like, go and leave and go explore and have fun, or we could eat it. I'm just
Eat-
saying. I listen. I'm
What?
obviously we're not on the same page, so
We are not on the same page.
we could just advise it to go off and explore. And I'm just gonna like back away slowly as I grab what little bit of like this dried, gross sand covered piece of scorpion out of like my pocket and just start.
Saltese.
I quickly open the container, and you hear the thunk sound of a joint dislocating as I hand Talik a leg.
Scorpion, the other white meat. Yes, Maroon.
It seems you guys are hungry. I'm glad you can feast. You're plenty to feast, but a raccoon doesn't really eat that. Can we go back and then have a meal? Meal.
Yes, the Chad.
It's just a general question before we get farther. It's something we had done before during the rough healing process of the scorpion is we pulled plates off that me and Talik had collected, the ones that had fully gotten yoinked off.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know. We didn't get a number of exactly how many of those plates we had pulled off and cleared and we had collected.
In total, it was about 20, 25 plates that were around that you had gotten off, because you had to cut both sides and kind of across to get them pulled off. So it was about 2025.
Okay.
Yes, Tessa?
I would just like us all to be on the same page. We will not be eating the scorpion. We already had that nom nom situation earlier, and you had to somehow submerge yourself from that Talik. Again, skillfully landed out of there somehow, but it's here nor there. Let's not do that again, considering they have given us graces and protected us through the night, because I'm sure there's still smaller scorpions scurrying about. We are currently safe. We were well protected and overwatched. A little appreciation goes a long way, considering it doesn't have to. You know, it is currently healing. It is safe enough that we could step away unless you guys have something else I could ask of it. Right now, I can't think of anything else to ask of it or us be on our way. Was there anything else that we needed to get for the twins or any of the merchants?
Talik?
My question was about the plates. If I'm gonna look at Tessa and just kind of like blankly nod. Just yeah, I'm listening. Uh-huh. I'm kind of crafty. I'm not super crafty. I was thinking if I took some of those plates and I tried to make like this tiny armor for my little body, how many would I need?
For you, one would be enough.
Yes. Okay.
But I will also like to remind you this is the underbelly of the scorpion, so not as tough as the rest of it.
So it would be like light to medium armor.
Probably more along the side of light.
Okay. And then I feel like that would be a whole thing. So I guess we'll do that part later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maroon, you had your finger up first, or fingers?
Once it seems, uh, once like I had the preposition said about going, and I'm gonna continue. Also, what did you say again about the sand people that the scorpion said? Miss Tessa.
Go ahead.
They've been here for about a year, slowly whittling away at the tree and marking the scorpion. They subdued it from its home and brought it here.
Uh-huh. Okay. I got a piece of bark and I got a piece of a branch with runes in it. So if eventually we find more of these runes somewhere else, we can relate to those guys. Things like they really seem to be no good. DM, would I remember that they are related to the creed of the files?
I believe
know-
so, because I think that connection was made where the Creed of Defiance said they were working with the cultists.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so you would remember that
Yeah.
connection.
And the scorpion had a mark. Okay. Well, so yeah. And if we're like investigating the creed, because
And continue.
yeah, so Maroon is going to see that people are thinking a little bit on what we're gonna do next. She's gonna continue say, I feel like we, besides eating, we maybe need to reorganize ourselves to figure out everything that just happened. And I got some stuff, like I got some branches from the tree. I have a piece of bark with some runes, and it seems like we're investigating the creed that dude that brought us back asked us for. I feel like we need to figure out our next steps and go back to do so and get money from the people that asked us to do the job. So, what you guys think?
Alec?
I would hear the bark with runes and asked if I could see that, just so I could look at it a little bit better. If I can. Is there a way that I can look at this and see? Because I had a slight notion last time I looked at it. So this way I'm not under the pressure of, other things trying to kill me to look at this better.
It would be up to Maroon if she would want to give that to you.
Sure, it's just like, and she's going to open her backpack and she's going to remove from it this bark, a dagger, a scroll, and a piece of the branch. And she's going to get the bark and the piece of the branch and show it to you, and she's going to say, you see, it's really nothing that you haven't seen. It's just a piece of the tree, just so we could investigate further. And if it eventually we come across these rooms again or these patterns again, we have something to backtrack it.
And what would I have to roll to be able to tell?
Uh,
History or religion?
This would be your history.
I have advantage on history. Let's go. 19.
While you're rolling that,
Okay.
1 second. Tess, what did you have? Tessa?
I wanted to also aid in that role because I'm very curious about the runes because I didn't get to see them enough
How...
during it. I was going
Are-
to offer guidance.
Okay. So, what does guidance do again?
Guidance, it's by touch. One willing creature, once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add to a number roll on an ability check of its choice. It can roll that die before and after making the ability check, making this until the spell ends.
Okay. So go ahead and roll. It was a D4.
Yes.
Okay, so roll a D4 and add that to what you just rolled.
All right. It would be a 21 then.
All right, with that 21, without the bombardment of sensory things hitting you from just everything that was going on in the battle, you are now in a calmer state. You've gotten some rest. Your mind is a lot more clear, and you can focus on the runes themselves. You pick up that from what you did before, you could kind of guess this was for summoning a specific thing. But now that you've looked at it, it is specifically for summoning more ancient, powerful demons of the realm of the hells, and that you're not exactly sure which demon, but you know if this thing comes through, it would be very, very bad.
So I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to just drag it through the two runes and look at Maroon and be like, no, this has to go away. Like, that tree needs to burn. Let me explain.
Hold on.
This is the second
No.
time somebody goes no at me. What's going on?
Hold on. Tessa had something right before.
Can I roll a religion check by the information thus shared?
Yes. Okay, and then Maroon, what did you have?
That's all she's gonna say. She's gonna go, hold on.
Okay.
That's the second time. No. What is going on?
What was the roll, Tessa?
22.
22. From a religious standpoint, you're trying to go through the Rolodex of possible deities, anything that would maybe connect to the creative defiances type of thinking and how the cultists have been presenting themselves. There's something at the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite place the name. It's there, like you know some like the connection and pattern is there and you're recognizing it. You just can't place where you've seen it before, and it's just not going any further to give you that information. Mhm.
I can't discern anything further besides the same no from earlier, sadly. I don't think burning the tree is the answer. I know a lot of people believe burning is like the purification method, but that's been proven wrong for many centuries. Um, I am totally up for going through and striking every single rune. I'm up for that. I will do that. I will scry, rip, and tear through. I could also ask Scorpion for ideas or suggestions to maybe how to purify the site.
Alec?
I'm just gonna get frustrated, break the piece of bark, and say, listen, there's certain things that you guys don't understand. And I'm just gonna walk up to the tree and have my crimson going with necrotic, and I'm just going to stab the tree and just let it decay over time. It will all just eventually break. And I'm just gonna walk away, and I'm gonna walk towards the exit because I'm pissed. And I'm just gonna say, "Come on, Big Tin Man."
Maroon?
Why doesn't anybody explain things to me? God damn it. And she's going to cross her arms and look at Tessa and look at the tree. And go, God damn it. And grumbles on her back, her breath.
The Chad?
Watching all this happen, he's just gonna yawn, stretch, put his arms back, and just be like, it'd be like that sometimes, and follow Talik out.
Yes, Tessa?
I'm gonna go approach Scorpion one more time.
Okay.
Will it still speak with me after that?
You've noticed that from what you can probably guess from the raised voices and then the action that Talik had taken, it's just poking its head out. It's not acting in any type of aggressive manner, but it is certainly watching.
I truly do not know how far the necrotic damage will take the tree, but the tree cannot stand. A year's worth of runes have been carved into this tree. It can't stay. I am at no level to purify the site. I truly hope the plants still grow to aid you in your healing. but leaving the tree compromises your safety and the site's safety. I'm sorry.
Without a word spoken to you, it pushes the dirt out of the way and it fully gets out, crawls over to the tree. And then you notice its stinger rise up, and you see this bead of icy blue energy start forming at the tail, and then rears back and stabs it into the tree. And then this massive shockwave of ice spears and large, almost like stalagmites and stalactites, just or stalagmites.
You had it. Yep, you had it.
Which one comes from the floor?
Mites. Tights is hanging on to the seating. Mites is coming from the ground.
Gotcha, thank you. Okay, so stalagmites just start
Right?
piercing through the bark, and you see it's almost sometimes if you've seen a lumberjack cutting into a tree, how they'll take the bark off and you'll see the underbark. The outer bark just pops off and crumbles, and you see the necrotic energy where Talik pierced into the tree, had grown quite a bit. It quickly started taking hold of this tree. That part is broken off and thrown by the spikes. But where it was, the ice is almost encasing the tree now. The spears start to almost melt and then create a protective layer of ice on it. And you see that each of the sigils, you can almost see them glowing individually, start just crumbling, and a layer of the ice starts falling off. And when you look back up at the tree, it's still pretty frozen, but all of those marks that were etched into it have been taken off, and a good amount of mass has been lost of the tree. You can start seeing the branches at the very top breaking under the weight of the ice that is now filling them and falling to the ground as everyone has already started making their way out. Time heals.
Will you
And
have
then it
enough energy to protect yourself and heal the tree?
doesn't answer. Just shuffles back into that den that it made and fully covers itself in the dirt. So honestly, you wouldn't even know if it was there if you weren't looking for it.
I catch up with the group.
You'll begin to make your way, snaking through the rooms that you had previously gone into. Yes. Salties?
I am going to be doing the ceiling thing again, but I'm going to be moving ahead of everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of taking point through it all. And those, if I see those traps on the ceiling, I'm just going to attempt to break them as I go.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. As you are all going through, you see the leftover carnage of days the day past. You see crushed bodies, split, cut, beaten to pulps. See a very large rock in a hole. And in the next room, you see bits and pieces of scorpion. And then, as you're making your way out, you reach the entrance. And it's about from what you can see, probably about 10 o'clock in the morning, the sun is just starting to rise. Everything's starting to heat up a little. Sands have quieted and lessened. More a gentle breeze at this point. You have made it safely out of the testing station. Yes, Talek?
The portal closed.
So you have safely made it out of the testing station. Wind has died down. It's a very gentle breeze. Sun is just starting to come up. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. Everything's starting to get hot. What are y'all going to do? Saltise had their hand up first.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do, since we ended up not needing it, is I'm going to go back over to the cassette body and put the hand and the eyeball back. And then I'm going to go find the car.
Gotcha. The Chad, you were next.
You have fun doing that, but on the reels, we're in the middle of the desert. We need to make sure the car is still there because it has a way of just eating things. We need to go probably back to town is our best immediate bet, but with a quickness because we're 3 days or so out in the middle of nowhere. That thing's just been sitting there, assuming it's still sitting there. So I start making the way towards the car that is hopefully still there.
Talek?
I'm gonna be following the chat, and I'm talking loud enough that everyone can see it, and I'm holding it up to like the sun, being like, based off of this, we gotta go here, and I'm just gonna like hold it and like, well, I was gonna say Chad's face, but holding it to like Chad's like kneecap, and try and explain what my little scratch marks mean with the coordinates of where we have to be.
So, Saltise, you go back to where you had put the hovercraft. It is still there. A bit semi-buried in some sand. But it looks to be pretty much fine. There's no major damage from what you can see. It's going to take a bit of time to get it out of the sand, though.
Okay. Can I? I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna move up to it, and I'm gonna clip my tethers onto it
Mm-hmm.
and back up. And I would like to rage and do a strength check.
Yes, Tessa?
But I actually use my thaumaturgy just to, aid in the pulling and cause tremors to release the sand from the vehicle.
With that, sure. That would mean Saltish, you get advantage on your strength check.
I already had advantage because I'm raging.
Oh, you know what? Go, do your thing. Jeez, motherfuckers with your advantages and shit.
That's a 10. Didn't help me any.
To be fair, 10 is what you needed. So
okay. There is a beeping noise as I'm backing up too, by the way.
Alec, did you have something?
I was just gonna say, if Chad and I are walking over there and I see a machine trying to pull on, I'm gonna be like, "Oh yeah, this is my moment to shine," and I wanted to try and pull on that, but if he got it, okay. I just thought it would be hilarious if an 8-inch thing could do it.
So, as Saltise, you start pulling it out. It gives you a little trouble at first, but that's just because of the weight of the sand. But once Tessa starts making it shake, it's almost like whenever you've seen that science experiment where they have air being pumped through the bottom of the sand and it becomes almost like water. It just shifts out and it just sort of falls off and shimmies off. Seems to be fine. No immediate damage that you can really tell on the outside. Looks good. So I'm assuming that you. Yes, Chad?
Once that thing is fully pulled out, I'm pulling a rope out of my backpack. I'm going to start fastening it around one of the seats in the back for a makeshifty hold down tie grabby type situation that'll fit all of the Chad, because I remember the ride here. It wasn't that great. So I'm gonna start working on tying a rope down to one of the chairs in the back.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll me a performance check to see how well you tie your knots.
All right, look. I didn't say I was good at things, okay?
What'd you roll?
2.
You think you did a pretty good job. You've been around. You're like, I know how to tie a knot. Yeah.
Great job.
Hold on. Saltese, you were gonna say something first, and then we'll go to the rest of you.
I was just going to unload all the bodies onto the back of the vehicle.
Okay, are you going to strap them down with anything?
Yeah, I'm going to stand on top of them and harpoon myself to the deck.
Gotcha. Okay. Alec.
I was gonna go and take because I know this trip is long and I don't want to be subjectified to the things that are about to happen. I'm just gonna go and take part of that scale and sit in my nice cozy house and just start trying to craft and make armor, I guess, over 3 days or however long I need to be in there.
Okay. I am 100% perfectly fine with you doing that. You are about to go to a town where they have people that can make that for you. So do you want to wait the 3 days and have someone do it, or do you want to attempt to do it yourself?
I'll wait, but I'm sitting somewhere safe.
Okay. I just wanted to put that out there. Tessa, what are you doing?
I bear witness to Chad's lovely attempt to get in that seat. Can I help Chad? Can I like roll survival or something to be like, you got this, buddy, but like correct that? I don't want to overstep or anything, but
Go ahead, roll a survival check to see if you can correct what they were doing.
11.
With that, you see like 1 or 2 knots that you think really need to be a little bit better. They were kind of a little too loose for your liking, so you kind of go over there and cinch them up real quick. But from what you could see, they look fine.
There you go, buddy. Just making sure you're good. There. I'm gonna
Since
find me
Tessa
good
was
thing.
interacting with the Chad, we'll do the Chad first, and then we'll do Marin. So, Chad?
As Tessa comes over and tightens up my knots for me, I'm gonna give a little lean back, look impressed, and just most wondrous. I see you're skilled. You impress me more every time, every day. I learn something new. I like you. I like you. I like it. Much impressed. I'm very blessed. Thank you. Thank you, most wondrous lady of the knot. Yes.
This keeps happening. You're welcome. I'm just gonna go sit down. At this point, I'm just gonna go sit down.
Okay. Maroon?
Okay. Um, is there any like cabinet door little thingy that I could enter?
Not at the moment. It is pretty much like, imagine like a pontoon boat where it just has the seats and then like the little area in the back that you can put stuff on. There is no coverage on this thing. It wasn't built with that yet. Um, so there's no really where to like hide yourself in.
Okay. So seeing that everybody is like providing for themselves and noticing that I will not really have a spot to hide myself into, I'm gonna walk towards Sotis and stand right in front of her and look at the two little arms and go hug. Please.
So, Saltese, what do you do?
I have to drive.
Do you need both arms for this?
Kinda. I don't have
So,
feet.
but don't you
What
have
arm
like
uses the what arm uses the pedal? What arm holds the steering wheel?
You can
uh
hold
I
on to
can
them
hold the
underneath.
steering wheel for you, maybe?
Mm,
Just tell me what to do or
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
know.
partially open the now empty but the two plants cargo pod and just leave it half open.
It's totally fine. Maria's gonna squish herself into the tiny opening and just have like her little eyes and snout outside so she can breathe.
Well,
Thank you. I'll get you some good stuff when we get back.
okay. Tessa, you had
Last I checked, there was a seat for everyone, minus like Saltese, who has to like actually integrate into the system. Well, I guess that's sort of like they're connected. I'll go ahead and find whatever original seat that I had, and I'll follow suit with Chad and just kind of make a just harness for myself. Is that still a survival or a different role?
I made a mistake.
Oh no.
It should have been a survival check. I said performance.
Oh, okay.
So, to be fair, go ahead and just roll me performance. Just see how well you tie the knots. Because you know how to tie knots. Let's just see how well you can tie knots.
Okay. 16.
Oh, you're pretty confident that they're.
Okay, so I'm fastened and secure. Does everyone feel safe and ready to go on the adventure? It's a 3-day trip. Are you safe and secure? Do you feel safe and secure? I like gesture and look around at everybody. Do you feel safe?
I'm just gonna hit the gas pedal.
Chad.
This is just an observational thing because I placed myself in the back intentionally. As everyone else sat down, who's in the two gun seats in the front? There's one on each side. I'm not in one of them. I'm in the back.
Salak.
Yeah, I'll gladly hop on one of the guns and just start spinning it around again. But I am hooking my belt to it.
Okay. All right. So, Saltese, go ahead and just roll me a straight d20 to see how the first day journey goes.
This is gonna end poorly.
What'd you get?
It's a 2.
So the first, say about 3 or 4 hours of driving, not a lot happens. You look over in the distance, you think you see a cloud. You're like, oh, that's nice. Lovely. And whenever it gets here, it'd give us some shade. That'd be great. About an hour later, uh, Maroon, since you are safe inside Saltise, and Saltise is currently strapped basically to this thing, you're fine. Same for Saltise. I need Alec, Tessa, and the Chad. Just roll a straight d20. What'd you get? Alec?
I got an 8.
You decided to strap your belt to this gun that swivels in 360 degrees. You are spinning like a propeller hat around. Go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw to see how well you're feeling.
Can I fire the gun while I do it? 18.
18. You feel a little bit of an upchuck start hitting you, and you're just like, as it's happening. Were you serious about firing the gun?
Yes. Just once.
Just one random. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a d12.
Listen, guys, I'm sorry. It was an intrusive thought.
Those are dangerous.
Yeah, just a 6.
The Chad. What did you roll?
14.
14. One of the knots comes loose, and you kind of rise up a little bit out of the chair, and you look over and you notice your little buddy is spinning. And then you hear a and then you feel a pain in your shoulder. Go ahead and take a 4 points of damage.
I deserve that. I probably deserve that.
Yeah, yes, Alec.
When I do it, can I yell happy birthday?
Oh, you see Talik. Happy birthday! Yeah, Chad.
Get the shot. Ow! How'd you know what I wanted? The perfect gift. Thank you so much. I'll treasure it forever.
Tessa, what'd you roll?
I got an 18.
You rise up a little bit, but your exquisite knotwork keeps you seated properly. It's giving a little wiggle, so it's kind of doing that, brrr, but you're fine. Saltise,
Yes.
Go ahead and make the next day's roll.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Can I have some guidance?
Tip gives you guidance, so when you roll, you can add a D4. Yes. Okay. Go ahead and roll. What'd you roll, bud? Oh no.
And the worst part about this all is Saltese thinks they're doing great.
So, from the day previous, I'm gonna need Tessa, the Chad, and Talek. Makes 3 more just D20 rolls. See what happens. So, Talek,
Got a whole whopping 9.
so learning from your lesson from the previous day, you didn't attach your belt. You grabbed the lifelines on the sides of the gun and kind of hooked them, kind of like in like jeans with the belt loops, hooked them around yourself. And you had a little bit more steady grip and a firmer planting of your feet. But you kind of lose your balance. So you're kind of just, you swing all the way around and then boom, hit the side of where the weapon is mounted. Not enough to do damage, but you have a headache. Tessa, what did you roll?
A 3?
So that one loose knot that sort of boinked, you thought you tied it back. It comes loose again and just whips in the wind and then comes back and slaps you across the face. And you take 3 points of damage.
What kind of rope am I using?
To be fair, any rope moving at a fast enough speed will leave some marks. The
Fair enough.
Chad.
18.
Your knot work hadn't gotten any better, but you are gripping the bottom of this seat with such ferocity. Your fingertips, a little bit of blood coming out of them because of how hard you're pressing, but you're just sitting there like, it's not taking me.
Gripping it like it owes me money.
Well. Saltese, go ahead and roll another D20 for the final day. Are you giving them guidance again? Okay. Talek,
Before I do anything, because I'm pretty sure I have witnessed all this bludgeoning happening, I'm going to stop, unhook my one line, and I am going to spider cocoon all 450 feet of the one line around everyone to their chairs,
okay.
and then hook it back into the floor.
Alex, what are you doing?
I'm going to unhook myself from this gun and throw up over the side of the vehicle and look at Saltise and walk up and just metal hand to forehead. No, no. And I'm gonna grab the reins and I'm gonna hold on and I'm gonna try and drive and I'm just gonna have Saltise with the two arms like this, so it's like a little cockpit chair.
That is up to Saltise if they would like to relinquish captaining.
Because of how little their legs are, they can steer, and I can do the floor, so I can do the throttle. Can we get advantage in our roll because we're doing it together?
Who is rolling? One person would roll if they're getting advantage.
I'll let Talek roll.
Okay, Talek, roll just a d20 with advantage.
Power of friendship. That's what I want to say here. 19. And a 1. We're going to take the 19, guys.
Oh, no! No! I wanted it! It was there! It was a 1! I had something planned.
Power of friendship.
Oh, that was... Oh, okay. So,
Learn something from this.
with Talek more or less in the driver's seat, in more ways than one, you look over and you notice a sandstorm coming. And you look ahead and you notice, you know, those very large structures in the Grand Canyon where it's like these rock pillars that kind of form in the middle, where it's like an arch. You see one of those, and it is large enough where you could park inside of it. And the one side where the sandstorm is coming from is completely blocked, and you are shielded. So the sandstorm passes over. No trouble. You actually end up making pretty good time, and you reach the city around about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Sun is starting to go down, but it's still very much kind of high up in the sky. You get to where all of the guards are standing, taking in vehicles that are coming in. You see one guard just go, "Are y'all okay?" Talek.
Yeah, great. I'm just going to look ahead.
And go. Where are you going? Are you going to the Sleeping Weasel or are you going to the Guild Hall? Yeah.
Guild Hall. We want our money.
Okay. All right. So you go to the Guild Hall. Start driving through the city. Once you get to the Guild Hall, you know, or you notice that from the outside, it seems almost kind of dead. There's not really a lot of people around. But when you go in, there's a full-blown party going on. Don't know why. People are drinking. People are having fun. They're rowdy. There's a band playing. Seems like a very happy occasion. Not sure why. But you have arrived back at the guild hall. Maroon? And then we'll do Salties.
Maroon is going to ask Saltise to leave the little opening, the chamber she was in.
Hmm?
And she's gonna go, "Good job. Thank you so much." And hang around the group.
Saltise, you had your hand up next.
Saltise is gonna grab the 5 dead bodies
Mhm.
and just walk in and tap on the side of the pit.
So even over the noise of the party, you notice some of the party goers, like these are fellow adventurers. They're just like, anywho, so my foot was in the hole. And then whenever you knock on the side of the uh you're going to see Machiavelli, right?
Yep.
Okay. You tap on the side of it, and you just hear from way down below. Yes.
I brought you some snacks.
Oh, let me see. The grate opens up. You see them like you can hear this odd clicking sound and rise up, and you had never really gotten a really good look at them before. They are this very how do I put this? Odd person. They have this very angular face where it's looks like their cheekbones could like cut diamonds, and these deep, weird looking eyes that have it almost looks like they're wearing sunglasses, but there's no bridge, and it has these weird servos that you see them going. Zoop, 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 zoop. They have this very slicked back hair. And when they smile, it's this huge grin. Unsettling. But their body throws you because you know the joke, it's like 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Sort of like that. You don't think there's an actual body underneath the clothes that he's wearing. You're not sure what is under there. You're kind of scared to ask, but you're curious. And he just gets right in your face. So all of your eyes are just filled with the image of his big smile going, they're so.
Is this a thing that you want me to bring stuff like this to you whenever we go kill things? Because I can carry them. I also got scorpion.
Bodies. Ooh, scorpion. Bodies, scorpions, pots, items. I don't care. As long as it's shiny or goes bleh and has just a uniqueness to it, I don't care. Just bring it to me.
Okay.
Let's see. How many bodies?
5 bodies here, and I want to keep one of the scorpion bodies for our snacks, so I give you 1 scorpion body.
Hmm. Oh, how much did I give you for the last ones? I can't remember. Ooh. Hmm.
If you make it good and boss likes it, then I can guarantee you first dibs on freshest things we get.
Hmm. What about 300 gold each?
Mm, I think that's good. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right. And then for the scorpions. It's a little smaller, obviously. I can't give you 300 for it. What about 150?
Seems fair.
So that is 300 times 5 is 1,500 plus 150. That is 1,650 gold.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
Just toss them down the hole.
Okay, and just toss them all down the hole.
Perfect. Be right back. Shoom. Hear some clinking and clanking, and then comes up, bag. Enjoy.
You too. Takes back.
Anybody else? Yes, the little one.
I'm just gonna walk up to the grate and pee in it.
You see his arm go down, and then you hear, and then he brings his arm up, and there's a huge jar containing your piss.
It has necrotic in it. It's weird. Hopefully you enjoy. Made it just for you.
What do I owe you?
Nothing. This one's on the house, buddy. I'm just gonna.
Puts a cap on it and sends it back down. Anybody else? Okay, have fun. Go talk to the twins. They're out. Back that way. Later. Goes down. Closes. Alec.
I just needed to pee. No, I'm just gonna. We'll look at Saltese and be like, "Hey, hand me the cube thing. Where'd you get?" Nice. And I'm just gonna point at the bag of money. Good job. Put that in the hole. Don't let anyone touch that.
Okay, here, Cube.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk with this giant thing, like bouncing it on my head.
So you see that the two twins are sort of in a little section of their own, kind of away from the party, and they are just drinking. You notice that Anastasia has this large tankard that probably is twice the size of Talak, and just sipping on it, taking big gulps, little gulps, and talking with Leto. Leto, on the other hand, has this very refined, like, wine glass, and is just kind of they see you approach. Immediately, Anastasia just goes, I owe you 20. I'll get that later. I cannot actually believe you bumbling morons actually did it. I thought we would have to send Kozos and his gang to help you small fry squids out. Color me impressed. And then immediately Leto just stands up, puts his one hand on the front of Anastasia's head, and then gets his other one and goes, stop, and you owe me 30, not 20. Well, what my sister is trying to say is, we are happy you returned safely and accomplished the mission. We would be happy to take you into the guild and make you members since you did the job expeditiously and you all came back alive. And we can give you a rank from, instead of starting you at F, we would go ahead and start you at E for now. Yes, little one.
So, is there like a desk or anything, or are they just like hanging out by some chairs and a table?
They have like it's like a small round table, and they're kind of sitting on the opposite ends.
Mm-hmm. I would have Chad come with me, and I would point for Chad to lift me up and put me on the table, and Chad be my sidebar for this. I just point. Yeah. And lift me up, put me up there. I would set it down and be like, look, so do you guys start out like bottom rank? Then the more missions you do, the better the rank you get, and the better the things you get.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much. Okay. So just wait here, and I'm gonna have Chad step close to the door. I'm gonna step close to the table so I can go at my little house, and I'm gonna walk back out immediately, and I'm gonna go explain this shit, Den. And I'm gonna throw that fancy knife I got off of the Dragonborn in the tavern on the table, and along with the coin that I was able to keep from the old guy from the inn, and be like, so much for your Ventures Guild people being so good, and then kick the cube over, obviously framing a random person in town. Hopefully they're part of the Ventures Guild.
Hold on, I have to roll for something. So Anastasia has no reaction, but you see Leto look at that knife specifically, and you see the very edge of his lip towards the back of his jaw twitch. Gonna have to talk to them later.
We're
But-
gonna need more money.
Since you completed the mission, did you look at what was on that cube?
No, I tried looking at it, but I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm gonna pick up his drink and drink it in front of him.
Are you doing that? Okay.
I'm just that was my reaction. Just
Oh, okay,
Because-
gotcha. Maroon?
I would like to have Maroon watching Leto as he asked about the cube
Mhm.
to eventually do an insight check
On what specifically?
on Leto as he asks about the cube and the reaction they have, as Talik says, nothing was really seen.
Go ahead, roll insight.
All right.
What'd you get?
It's 14.
14. With that, you don't see any animosity. You actually see that lip twitch from seeing the knife go into a little curl, curling up. It's okay if you did. Honestly, we didn't give you any precautions not to. So whatever information you gleaned from it, yours to keep. Don't have to tell us. So, do you have anything else? Any other items for us? Yes. Big one.
Well, thank you. I am finally. Not necessarily for you personally, but we did find a couple other things for your nice lady at the front as well that might be handy. Not really sure, but we did find a couple other things aside from the specifics you requested.
Fair enough. Go ahead and turn them in to her, and she will take care of you. She will get you your guild tags, and once you have them, you can go ahead and see if, when you're ready, of course, check out new jobs that are available for your level. Yes, green shiny one.
No, I know you said if we have additional information to bring forward. I know there's a party up and about right now. I'm not sure what it is following, but I'm sure congratulations are in order for something.
Hmm.
But we did find out more information besides retrieval of the cube. The scientist didn't survive, obviously. More's been going on. When do you want to discuss information that was discovered?
Come back tomorrow once the party has died down, and it is simply one of our younger adventurers' birthdays. They survived another year, and they made it back to us safely on one of their previous jobs. So,
Wonderful.
celebration. Yes, little one.
I'm gonna look at them and be like, so we'll be back tomorrow. I expect to be promoted. And I'm gonna step on the side of the coin to kick it up to grab it, and I'm gonna grab the knife and be like, I'm keeping this as a tip. And I'm just gonna walk into my little house and slam the door.
I'm gonna keep that drink on standby. Anywho, see y'all tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow. Have a lovely night. Get some rest. And welcome back. And that is where we're going to take a pause, everybody. We will be back in a little bit. Laters!